Hello students, so far in your class at mathematics we have completed two chapters, that is playing with numbers and rational numbers. Okay, in this class we will move on to your third chapter, that is linear equations in one variable. Okay, in your previous classes you might have studied about what are equations and expressions also, and you might have performed some of the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on expressions. So let me introduce you about what are equations and what is the difference between equation and expression. Okay, so expression means any mathematical statement without equal to sign is an expression. For example, you might have solved some of the expressions like okay, you might have solved some of the examples of this kind. These are expressions. Why? These are mathematical statements, and mathematical statements of this kind or any mathematical statements without any equal to symbol, are called expressions. What if there are some statements with equal to sign, that is okay, what are these type of statements called? These type of mathematical statements with this symbol, that is with equal to, are called equations. Why? Because we are equating one of the expression to other, because one expression is equated to other. For example, now see here, this is also an expression. For example, now see here, x plus 2 is equal to 3x plus 4. Now see here, in this case this is one expression and this is other expression, and one expression is equated to other expression. So this type of equating is called equation, that is this whole statement is called a equation. So this is the difference between mathematical expression and an equation. Okay, now let us see what are the different types of equations and expressions. Okay, you might have seen expressions of this kind in your previous classes, that is 4xy plus 3x plus 2y. Okay, you might have seen expressions of this kind in your previous class, or you might have multiplied this expression with some other expression like, now see here, so this is an expression, this whole thing is a expression, because it is not equated to anything. If it is equated to any other expression, then it would have been called equation. Okay, so this is also an expression. Now see here, in these kind of expressions, this 4, 2, 3 are called constants because their value won't change. These are constants. So in general, what are constants? Any symbols or any representation whose value won't change are called, constants. Okay, so symbols whose value don't change are called constants. Okay, here I am saying symbols, but this 4, 3, 2, they are numbers. You might say this, you are defining constants with respect to symbols, but here these are this 2, 4 and 3 are numbers. Then how are they constants? You may ask this. That is, now see here, this 4, 3, 2 are also symbols. Okay, why? Because now see, if you take some other language, this 4, the same 4 is represented in different way. For example, in Kannada, 4 is represented like this, right? Yeah. Now, and this 3 is represented like this, and 2 is represented like this. Okay, so these are also symbols. Okay, and their values don't change, means they are constants. Okay, now what about this x and y? These are called variables. Okay, these are constants. 4, 3 and 2 are constants, and x, y in this case are called variables. So what are variables? Symbols whose value may change. Symbols whose value may change are called variables. Okay, okay. Now you may wonder that the values of these symbols may change. That I am saying that the values of these symbols may change. You may wonder, where are they changing? That is, now see here, if I take any equation like y is equal to 2x, okay, I am saying that these are constants. Examples of this kind are constants because their value don't change, and examples of this kind or symbols of this kind are called variables because their value may change. Then where are the values of these symbols changing in this case? Now see here, if you take any value for 2, you will get the corresponding value for y. Sorry, if you take any value for x, you will get the corresponding value for y. Now see here, if I take x is equal to 1, if I assign 1 to x, if I take x as 1, then the value of y will be 2. Okay, how is it? Now see, what does 2x means? 2x means 2 into x. And what does 3xyz means? It means 3 into x into y into z. Okay, so this is the simpler way of representation. So see here, 2x is equal to 2 into x. So if I take x as 1, then y will be 2 into 1 is equal to 2. If I take x as 2, then y will be 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Okay, if I take x as 15, then y will be 2 into 15 is equal to 30. Okay, now see here, in this case I am changing the value of x. I am changing the value of x, so it is a variable. Why is it a variable? Because I can change its value. But can I change the value of 2? No, I cannot change the value of 2 because it is a constant. And now see, as and when I change the value of x, the value of y is also getting changed according to our equation. Okay, so this is about constant and variable in a equation. Okay, now we will see what are different types of equations. What are different types of we will see what are different types of expressions. Okay, now see, in case of expressions, we have two types of categorization. That is, we can categorize the expressions into two types. That is, in one way of categorization, we can categorize them into monomials, binomials, and okay, we will move further to this. And one more is linear equation, then then quadratic equation, then cubic equation, and so on. Okay, or equation of power 4, equation of power 5, and so on. Okay, this is one way of classification. This is other way of classification, that is okay. Now see here, there are two types of classification for expressions, that is linear, quadratic, cubic, and equation or expression of the power 4, expression of power 5, and so on. The other is monomials, binomials, and polynomials. Okay, what does this mean? What does this classification mean is, now see, if there is only one term, then it is called a monomial. If there is only one term in the expression, then it is called monomial. For example for this is 3xy or 10z or ABC or anything like this. Okay, examples of this kind with only one term are called what? Monomials. And now binomials means they have two terms in the expression. For example, 3x plus 2y. Now see here, one term and the other term. This is one monomial and the other monomial. Okay, and when they are combined, it forms a binomial. Other example may be 3x square y plus 2z. Okay, so examples of expressions of this kind. So the examples of this kind, that is like expressions with two terms, are called binomial expressions. Okay, and now see, if you have more than two terms, if you have more than two terms in any expression, then they come under polynomial expressions. For example, 3z cube plus 4xy square plus 3x square y plus 2x plus 3, of this kind. Okay, now see here, in this expression, this is one expression, this is only one expression, but you have so many terms in it. Okay, you have more than two terms in it. So expressions of this kind are called what? They are polynomial expressions. Okay, now this is one type of classification. The other is like this, that is linear, quadratic, cubic, and so on. Okay, now see what these type of classification indicate. Linear means, in the previous case I showed you some examples like 3x square plus 2y square plus 4z power 3 plus 3x power 5 or something of this kind. Now see here, in this case these variables have power more than 1. Okay, they have more than 1 power. That is, now see, what does 3 cube means, or 3 x power 3 means? X power 3 means x into x into x, and x power 5 means x into x into x into x into x. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Now y power 2 means y into y. In the same way for constants also, if I have any example of this kind, x power 4, then it is 8 into 8 into 8 into 8. Okay, so this is what the power indicates. Now see here, this is one example of expression. In this case you have powers more than 1, that is, you have either power 2 or 3, something like that. Okay, you have powers more than 1. If I take some other example like 5z square plus 3x plus 1 of this kind. Now see, in this also there is one term with power more than 1. Okay, so equations of this kind are called they are non-linear equations because the power is not equal to 1. If you have power, maximum power 1 in any equation, then they are called linear equations. Why is it so? Let me tell you. Okay, now see here, if you take any example where the equation have only 1 as the highest power, then they are called linear equations. Why is it so? Now see here, y is equal to 3x plus 2, okay, plus 10, okay, of something of this kind. Now see here, this can be further simplified as y is equal to 3x plus 12. Okay, now see, I will say that equations of this kind are called linear. Why? Because they have power 1. Why is it so that when the power is 1 they are called linear is, now see, if I take a graph, on one side I have y, on the other side I have x, and on the value on one side, on the side of x I have values varying as 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so on. On the other side I have, on the side of y I have values varying as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 11 12 13 14 and so on. Okay, this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis, and I have values of x and y like this. Now if I take any value of x from these numbers, that is, if I take 1 as x, then what is y? If x is equal to 1, then y will be 3 into 1 plus 12. Okay, so 3 plus 12, okay, which exceeds the number we have taken on the y-axis. So I will reduce this to 3x plus 1 for our convenience. Okay, now see here, it will become something like this, 3x plus 1 now. Okay, 3 into 1 plus 1, which is equal to 4. So when you give 1 for x, your y will become 4. So for 1 I have y as 4. I will mark a point here. Okay, and if I give 2 for x, then let us see what will I get for y. Y is equal to 3 into 2 plus 1, which gives me 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Okay, now if for the value of 2 I have 7 for y, I will mark a point here. Okay, and for 3 y will become 3 into 3 plus 1 will be 9 plus 1 is 10. So for 3 I have 10. One more point I have marked here. Okay, and for 4, 3 into 4 plus 1 is 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. If I give x the value 4, then y will be 13. Okay, so the graph I get is a straight line. The graph I get is a straight line for this equation. So now see, you take any equation where the power is 1, where the maximum power is 1, then you will get a straight line for the equation. So straight line means linear means that is it increases step by step, the step will be constant. So straight line means linear. So equations of this kind which gives me a linear variation, that is a straight line in the graph, are called linear equations. So in this class you will be learning about these linear equations, how to solve them and their applications in the real life. Okay, quadratic equation means the maximum power will be 2, that is x square plus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0. This kind of equation is called quadratic equation. If there is no equal to, then this is expression. Okay, and cubic means maximum power will be of 3, that is 3z cube plus 2z square plus 10z plus 1 is equal to 0. Now see here, in this equation the maximum power of the variable is 3. So equations of this kind are called cubic equations. Okay, and if the power is 4, then they are called equation of power 4, and so on. Okay, so this is about classification of equations and expressions. Now linear, as I told you, linear equations means maximum power will be 1. So x plus y plus z plus a plus b plus 3c plus 4d and so on is equal to 0, or is equal to 2 plus 3 x plus c. Okay, now see, in this case the variables have maximum power as 1. The maximum power of any variable you take, the maximum power is 1. So equations of this kind are called linear equations. So this is a linear equation which you are going to study in this chapter, in this class. Okay, and what is linear equations in one variable? In one variable means, now see here, in this equation you have so many variables, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are repeated. Okay, so in this equation we have 7 variables. Okay, so you are in this class, you are not going to study any of the equations of this kind. In this class you will only study you will only study the equations of one variable, that is sorry, I won't take the same number again and again. 6x plus 3 minus 12 is equal to 8x plus 5x plus 3. Okay, now see here, in this equation how many variables are there? How many variables are there? Only one, that is x. That is repeated anyhow, but there is only one equation and the maximum power of this variable is 1. So it is a linear equation. It is a linear equation and it is a linear equation in one variable. This is a linear equation, but it is a linear equation with 7 variables. Okay, so in this class you will study equations of this kind. You will look at the application of linear equations in one variable. Okay, now see, in any equation there are two terms, that is not two, there may be multiple terms, but there are two sides, that is there is a equal to, and on one side of equal to we have one expression, and on the other side of equal to we have other expression. This is equal to symbol, on one side we have one expression, on the other side we have other expression. So this which is on the left hand, okay, now see, if you are solving this, this is on the left side, this is on the left side, this is my left hand, right, this is my left hand. So this is on the left side of equal to, and this is on the right side of equal to. Okay, so this expression which is on the left side of equal to is called left hand side. Left hand side, or shortly we call it LHS, and this is on the right hand side, so it is called right hand side, or shortly we call it RHS. Okay, RHS means right hand side, LHS means left hand side. Okay, so this is about a equation. And now see here, in any equation of this kind, whatever may be the value of x, this side will be equal to this side. Okay, that is why it is called equation, because now see, we are showing equal to symbol here. If there was no equal to, then this may not be equal to that. Since we are equating this side with that side, which means this is equal to this, whatever it may be. And one more thing here is, if you interchange right hand side with the left hand side, suppose if it becomes 8x plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 6x plus 3 minus 12. Okay, what I am doing here, I am taking this LHS equation, LHS expression to RHS and RHS expression to LHS. Even then the value of, or the equation won't change. The equation will remain same. Either it may be like this or like this. Any side you take the whole expression, if you interchange the whole expression, then the equation won't change, it will remain same. Okay, so this is about the basics. This is the basic introduction. Now we will try to solve some of the examples of linear expressions. Okay, for one example I will take 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. This is one of your examples and you want to solve it. How to solve it? Now see here, the way for solving this is, on this side on RHS you have 2x minus 3. On LHS you have 2x minus 3. On RHS you have 7. This is RHS. Okay, now see, you have to find the value of x. you have to find the value of x in this equation. How to do it? To get the value of x, you should change the equation in such a way that you will remain only x, you will remain with only x on the LHS, that is you won't have anything with the x. If x is equal to something on the RHS, on LHS you have nothing, that is you have, this is LHS, this is RHS. On this side you must be remain with only x. On this side you must have something, then only you will be said that you have x is equal to something, then only you say that we have found x. Okay, now see how to solve this. What I told, on this side I must not have anything other than x. Okay, now see here, 2x minus 3 I have. To remove this 3, what I will do is I will add 3 on this side and I will add 3 on this side. Okay, then also the whole equation won't change. Why? Because now see, you have a you might have this basic knowledge that if there are two equal things, okay, if there are two equal things and you are adding the equal amount to it, you are adding some equal amount to both of them, which means again the whole thing will be equal. Okay, you might be having this, you might be knowing this basic thing, that is if you have something like if I have 10 coins and I have 10 pencils, okay, 10 coins, I have 10 coins and 10 pencils, okay, and to these 10 coins I am adding 3 coins and these pencils I am adding 3 pencils. Then what will be the total number? This is 13 and this is 13. Okay, so initially they were equal. Okay, initially they were equal and I am adding same amount, I am adding equal to the equal, then I am getting a equal thing. So if I add same number on both sides, then the whole equation won't change, it will be again same. Okay, that is again this will be equal to this, that is this will be equal to this. Okay, now see here, so what this becomes now, 2x minus 3 plus 3 will be 0, so plus 0 is equal to 7 plus 3 is 10, so 2x is equal to 10. Now on this side I must have only x, so what I will do, I will divide both the things by 2, both LHS and RHS by 2, that is 2x by 2 is equal to 10 by 2. See, if I do any operation I must do it on both the sides, then LHS will be equal to RHS. If I do it only on one side, then LHS won't be equal to RHS, it will change. Okay, so if I divide LHS by 2, then RHS must also be divided by 2 so as to make the equation correct. Okay, now see, this will become 2 by 2 is 1, so 1x is equal to 10 by 2 is 5, so 1x means 1 into x, which is x equal to 5. Okay, this is the way of solving the expression, and in the next class we will look at some of the real life examples and applications of linear equations. Thank you.